welcome into Monday night. We have a Monday night doubleheader over here in the NFL. Kicking off, they kind of changed up the timing on us. I kind of liked having the 7:30 and then the 8:15. We now have the 8:15 game Eastern time, which is the Ravens Bucks, and now we have the 9 p.m. is the Chargers and the Cardinals. Probably because that is a West Coast game, but us East Coasters do not benefit from a 9 p.m. start on a Monday night. That game's going to get done at 1 in the morning. And the way this NFL is going, I don't know if I'm going to stay up and watch it, especially the Chargers and the Cardinals. But yeah, we just had a little rambling before the show started here. Tough weekend. Tough weekend. My worst, probably of the calendar year. In the NFL, college football, nothing was hitting. Baseball is a joke. Really just got beat up. So we are, morale is low, confidence is low. We are struggling, but you know what they say, you're always one parlay away. You don't lose in gambling, you just quit. So we're going to continue fighting for you guys, fighting for ourselves, fighting for our pride here. But Ethan, welcome. I know me and you, we skip. I made the executive decision to skip yesterday's live. Was just some shit, but we're back today. So welcome, Ethan. How you feeling, bud?
Awful. No way to sugarcoat it. Thank God you made us skip the live because we would have just given out dog shit plays all
Yeah.
morning and cost you a second bankroll. Yeah, my worst weekend ever, and I think I've said that like 3 times this year, but it keeps getting worse. So yeah, college was a freaking nightmare. I won one game, Michigan State. NFL was even worse. I was super confident, had some high unit plays. Luckily for anyone that followed, I didn't actually tweet out my units there, but yeah, 3 units on Miami down the drain, 2 units on the Giants, never even a fight. Um, yeah, only one on Seattle basically. At least the Lions won, gritty win. Um, yeah, hockey I lost, Premier League I lost. Everything I touched I broke and lost, and yeah, it was really, really, really bad. I'm taking today off. I took yesterday basically off. I didn't watch the afternoon game, the night game. I did watch a little bit of the World Series last night, but yeah, have not even looked at these games today. Any of them, hockey, football, anything. Taking it completely off. Jumping back in tomorrow for NBA. Um, I have a new strategy moving forward with NFL. I'll touch on it at some point tonight, but I can't continue to get beat up like this. Yeah, it's just really bad year. Really, really bad year.
Jacobo Will, welcome, brother, over on Twitch. How about that Lions win on Sunday? Yes, huge win for the Lions. Usually, Lions lose that game 9 times out of 10. A lot of teams lose that game 9 times out of 10. But huge win for the Lions to knock off the second undefeated team. Now only the Chiefs remain undefeated. But yeah, huge win for the Lions. I did see some stats on SportsCenter today that are a little concerning. They're hitting like 26% of pressure rates on their pass rush. When the quarterback was not pressured, they're allowing 9.6 yards per play. Obviously, with no Hutchinson, this might be an issue moving forward. But a win's a win. I know they're in talks of a couple different pass rushers. Crosby would be great. I'm not ready to give up the future for one guy. I know there's talks on about Reddick over on Twitter, and I don't want that guy anywhere near the organization. I don't know. I think we can. Actually, I don't think we can get it done defensively with what we have right now. Our defense is definitely our weak point. But thank God our offense is a powerhouse. But yeah, huge win for the Lions. Hopefully they can pick up a pass rusher to help with that. But yeah, do you have anything to share Lions at all or thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I only drink these on game day and Victory Monday, so shout out Lions for at least giving me that. But yeah, you mentioned it. I think 9 times out of 10 teams lose that game. I mean, the spot was just horrible. You had Dallas circled from the debacle last year with reporting eligible. You have to go to Dallas. Uh, you blow them out. Then you have another road game to a divisional opponent who is 5-0 off a bye, playing like one of the best teams in the league. Your star defensive player is out, and you grit yourself to a win. You're down 10-0 early. Um, yeah, I mean, that's championship DNA right there if I've ever seen it. I've said it a couple times. They truly look like the best team in football, which is just awesome. Um, but I also said on the show the reason I was on the Lions this week, I didn't actually bet it, but the reason I lean that way is because I just thought Dan Campbell's a little bit more immune to those letdown spots than what some of the other coaches and teams might be, and I think that kind of showed true. That being said, I would not lay almost 2 touchdowns against the Titans this week, but yeah, it was a very understated win, I think, yesterday.
Is that who they have on deck?
Home game against the Titans, laying like 13, I think.
Ooh, it's at 11 right now. Looks like it came down quite a bit. But yeah, that's a bad spot.
13, but yeah.
Nick, what's up on it's Shitty Cat. What's up? Thoughts on how Russ played last night? To be honest, I didn't watch a whole lot. Let Russ cook. He's got the shirt over there.
The only team that did me well yesterday, Seattle.
Just from
Yeah,
the
Russ
box,
played well.
yeah, just from the box score, it looks like he had a pretty solid game. It looks like he got a little lucky with a couple picks and mishaps from the Jets. But yeah, I mean, I was never a huge hater of Fields. I think Russ just brings a different dynamic. Obviously, Russ is a much better passer. Fields is very run heavy oriented. But yeah, I think he's solid. The nice thing with the Steelers is it's kind of like the Niners. If you have and the Niners defense is not as great as it once was, but if you have a great defense, you don't need the best offense to carry you. So Russ didn't make a whole lot of mistakes, and that's kind of that's what did it. Same philosophy as Michigan last year. Offense was never spectacular. Just defense was the best in the country, and it's pretty easy to win when your defense allows 7 points a game. So I think that's kind of going to be the Steelers' motto all year. Just don't make mistakes offensively, and Russ is not going to make, in my opinion, as many mistakes as Fields.
Yeah, I didn't watch a snap of that game because I was so down on myself. But from what I heard, Russ was getting rid of the ball, which Fields was struggling doing, and he was just kind of letting his receivers, like George Pickens, especially make plays. Again, I didn't watch a second of it, but like looking at the stats, Pickens had 5 catches for 111 yards and a score. So that tells me, yeah, that's probably what was happening there. To be honest, I'm shocked. I thought the quarterback change was super iffy, and I'm kind of a Russ guy. Not nearly as much now as what I was when he was playing for Seattle. But I don't know. At 4-2, it just felt like an extremely weird move to me. Clearly, I was wrong, which I was wrong all weekend long, so it doesn't shock me. But yeah, I don't know what to make of the Steelers.
Yeah. Well, it looks like your twin energy is catching on. Aaron just said Russ looked decent. Pickens helped him out quite a bit, though. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, the Steelers are one of those weird teams. I just don't really know how to feel about them. Another weird team, and we do have them tonight. If we want to quickly get into these games, well, I have a couple guys in the comments here. Ravens and the Bucks. I have no idea what to think of Tampa Bay. Offensively, they look phenomenal. Defensively, they look terrible, but I think they can hang in every single game out there. I know the Ravens have a very bad secondary, which is rare for them, but terrible secondary from Baltimore. But Tampa has one of the worst defenses I've ever seen, especially in their secondary as well. Do you have a lean on this game? I do have 2 bets, but I will give them out. Just fair warning, I am ice cold, but I have posted them on Twitter. I have bet them. It's submitted. But I do have a game on both Monday night games tonight. But or a bet on both games tonight? Do you have a lean on this Ravens Bucks game?
I gave out the Ravens on the show last week, so you could probably take the Bucks to the bank for a 5-year massive banger play. Yeah. Again, I'm just taking today off. I was so wrong this weekend that I'm like, I'm just guessing at this point. I really need to take a step back and reanalyze what I'm doing here in football. So I haven't even really looked. To be honest, my gut tells me Tampa in the under, but yeah, my gut is not good right now. So take that with that what you will. I hope the Ravens win because I hope it's down to you and me, Wyatt, for the punishment this week. I think we're talking in an accent, which I literally can't do. And it comes down to these last 2 games. We're opposite on both of them. So I hope you're the one getting punished this week, but I don't feel confident about my plays.
Tampa Bay running back situation is going to be hard to bet tonight. Yeah. And then Rashad White is questionable. Looks like he's probably going to play. They obviously have Bucky, who I think is way better, and just should start him anyways. Then they got that other guy, which I think will remain the third stringer. He just went off because it was against the Saints, who not good. Yeah, I'm gonna give up my bet. First of all, the obvious plays, because the obvious plays are hitting at a unknown rate right now. What's obvious is hitting. The obvious play is is Baltimore and the over. You couldn't get more obvious than the over in this game. Our Ravens should win this. Obviously, on paper, they should win this game by 20 points. Unfortunately, I hate taking the obvious bet, so I do like taking ugly plays. I like Tampa Bay. I've taken them on the +4 here. I lean the under, have not taken it. But yeah, Tampa Bay is my bet here. I honestly think Tampa Bay is going to win this game outright. I think they win this game by a touchdown. Love Tampa. I think this is a spot, um, kind of where I don't know. I don't know. I think Tampa can catch them. They had a good win against the Saints, had a bad loss before that. Ravens are looking unstoppable right now, 4 in a row. Yeah, I think Tampa Bay is going to catch them at home. Nick, over on kick, I think it's Bucks plus the points in the under. All right, well, you're, I think, right in agreement with both of us, which should scare you. That should scare you quite a bit because we are very, very cold. But yeah, I've locked in the Bucks at the +4. Again, not seeing it well right now. The obvious plays, like I said, is the Ravens and the over, and the obvious has been working. Do like Mike Evans tonight. I know that's probably pretty public here. Mike Evans, again, against a very poor Ravens secondary. Mike has had 3 out of the 4 games he's played, or 2 out of the 3 games he's played against Baltimore in his career. He's had over 100 yards. I think his line is at like at 53 and a half. Seems like a trap, but there's no such thing as traps anymore, apparently. So with that being said, Mike's gonna get 1 catch for 7 yards tonight. But I do like Mike receptions and yards. But Tampa Bay on the spread, I think Tampa Bay wins this game outright.
Yeah, yeah, obviously my lean, but staying away.
Then this second game, we have the Chargers at the Cardinals. This is the nightcap, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Cardinals are a 1-point home dog, over under sitting at 44. Before I get started, again, there is an obvious system going out there that's like hitting close to 15 or 16 times this last week. And that is road favorites against the spread are like 100%. It's like 15 out of 15 in the last 2 weeks. Obviously, we're sitting here with the Chargers at the -1 on the road against Arizona. We've talked about the Chargers. Sorry, we got a comment here. I think Arizona wins this game and the over. God, you're kind of seeing it right with us, Nick. Welcome, brother. Yeah, I do have Arizona. I have Arizona on the money line here. Lean the over, have not bet it. But sorry, getting into the Chargers here. We kind of talked about them. They win against very bad teams. I think their wins, I don't have them pulled up right now, but I think they have wins over the Raiders, the Panthers. Who else did they beat? Let me pull them up. Some very bad teams. And not saying that Arizona's good, but some very bad teams.
Broncos.
Raiders, Panthers, Broncos. Yeah. They lost to the Steelers. They lost to the Chiefs. Not saying Arizona's good. They're 2-4, but I think Arizona gets it done here. I think Arizona wins this game by a couple touchdowns. I think this is going to be a blowout, honestly. I think Arizona wins this 10 plus points. Love the Cardinals. Again, I've been seeing it pretty poorly here. Ben, how about Better Green, the American Betting League, moving up to top 10? Yes, Ben, you're going off over there. Up 50 units this week. Those are Ben's picks. Because if you were following me and Ethan, you'd be down 100. But thank God Ben is carrying us over there in the American Betting League. You can follow along with that over on Twitter. We are constantly retweeting and tweeting about that. So, yeah, Ben, you're doing phenomenal there. Congratulations. Plus 50 units is huge. We have made it to the top 10 over there in the monthly betting competition. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you bet Ben's plays, my plays, and your plays, why you'd still be down 100 units, even with those, even with the 50 that you gained from Ben. So it's been god awful.
Nick in the comments. The reason I say this is because look at who Arizona played and then who the Chargers played. Sell high on the Chargers. I agree.
Yep.
Completely agree. Chargers have had a cakewalk, and this is again still a cakewalk for them. But I think Arizona's going to catch them again. Arizona, their schedule much tougher. They're in a one-score game with the Bills. They were leading that game for a while. They beat the Rams, lost by a touchdown to the Lions, got destroyed by the Commanders. That's fair. They beat the Niners, and then got destroyed by the Packers. But yeah, I like Arizona here. Again, I think this is a game they win outright. It's a gut play. I'm trusting my gut. I did just make an Instagram and TikTok video today, and I did say I'm trusting my gut, and I've also gone diarrhea 4 times today. So my gut is a huge, huge issue. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. I definitely have major lactose intolerance, and I refuse to give up cheese. Sue me, okay? I know what I'm getting myself into. But yeah, so the gut's not hot, but I can't keep just looking like I don't know. I usually try to put in a lot of work to my bets. It's usually just not guessing. Like I try to look at a bunch of different aspects, stats, then the betting splits, all this, and it's just not working. So I'm just going straight gut plays. So that's what we're rocking with. And again, I tweeted those out if you didn't catch those. I also have a crazy same game parlay. I think it's like $7 to win 1,700. Just a little long shot to maybe save me here. Yeah, I did tweet out the plays over at Worst Bets, but the plays tonight for me: Tampa Bay +4, Arizona on the money line. Trusting your gut on the Cardinals. Let's go, Nick. Let's go. We do have one NHL game today. Have not looked at it, and we do have NBA starting tomorrow. I know you said you're taking tonight off. Do you have any leans for NBA? We have 2 games tomorrow.
Yeah, so just really quick, I do lean the Cardinals as well. And that one I also gave out on the show last week, so do with that what you will. But for every reason you talked about, also my best read on this game, probably my best bet. The reason it's on ESPN Plus is because if it was on a normal ESPN or some network everyone gets, no one would show up to watch this game because there's no fan base in Arizona or LA for the Chargers. So yeah, it's the game with no fan bases. Obviously, they're going to put it on ESPN Plus to make people go. Yeah, as far as I also will say, if I was betting today, I really liked the under in the Premier League game that already played 1-0 final. So maybe I'm starting to. I don't know. I can't say I'm starting to see it well based on one play, but
no, you just didn't bet it. That's why it's hitting.
Exactly. Yeah, anyone see that David Montgomery went scoreless for his first game out of the last 9? It's because I bet it for the first time. So
I honestly thought he was dead. I thought he was dead, and then he was in 7 plays later. Thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, no touchdowns. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as tomorrow, just every fiber of my being wants to bet the Knicks. Because it's the fade on the Celtics. However, I just don't think that's been working out so well. It didn't work for the Chiefs this year. It didn't work fading Florida in hockey this year. It didn't work out last year in the NBA. I know the Nuggets went out and destroyed the Lakers. But I still kind of like the Knicks. It's actually the same first matchup as last year. The Celtics were in New York playing the Knicks for the first game last year. Celtics did win that game on the road by 4 points, which would have covered the Knicks would have covered the spread. But I think I'm more so shifting instead of fading the championship winner on the banner ceremony night and everything. I think I'm gonna start fading the loser. So I'm looking to fade Dallas on Thursday. They're at home. They're against the Spurs. Spurs are catching like 7.5, 8. So I'm probably gonna be on the Spurs on Thursday. I'm more curious in the Lakers T-Wolves game. Basically a pick 'em. Is it way too easy to take the T-Wolves? I mean, they're going to be the way better team. Lakers are going to be public because they always are. If people want to see Bronny and LeBron playing together, which, newsflash, you won't be seeing that because Bronny sucks ass. So yeah, unless it's a blowout, like you might get them in for a minute, but I'll probably be on the T-Wolves. It feels super obvious to me, but maybe to the public it's not. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I have to dive in a little bit more to the NBA. I'll tell you right now, but I'll not be betting the Lakers. So if I do have a bet in that game, it will be in agreeing with you that Minnesota's probably the play. And then Knicks Celtics, I do lean the Knicks as well. But I got to dive in a little bit to the NBA. We do have a show. We do, we cover a majority of major sports here at Better and Green. We have an NBA show called Dropping Dimes. We are talking about pre-show. We will start getting episodes out on our NBA show. So just stay tuned for. We'll probably do once or twice a week over there. Give out some good plays in the NBA. So if you do want more NBA content, stay tuned. That is coming shortly. We got a comment over here from Ben. Are we confident the Chargers doesn't just grind the clock, run the ball, which should be a healthier offensive line, making for an ugly under and Chargers win? I'm not confident in anything. So I'm not confident the sun's going to rise tomorrow.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I didn't know for sure if I was gonna wake up this morning or not.
Yeah,
I
I like.
almost said I
Yeah,
did.
no kidding. I'm on the Cardinals, Ben. I lean the over as well, but again, I am very, very, very cold. The total seems very high for two teams that don't score a lot of points, especially the Chargers. So for that reason, I like the over because I think the under is obvious. But again, the obvious plays are hitting at a ridiculous rate. And again, I like the Cardinals just because I'm not super sold on the Chargers, and I flipped. I forgot what I gave out over on intentional lounging, but yeah, I'm on the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals win by double digits here, and I lean the over. Have not bet it, refuse to bet it, but I have seen some sharps on the over for whatever value that's worth. Right now, it's nothing. There's the sharps are the public right now. They're absolutely sharper than sharp, and the sharps are never duller. So
Yeah,
we're all in piss over here, but
I would lean the under,
yeah,
but I like the Cardinals more. If I was forced to make a play in that game, I'd do Cardinals. If I was forced to make a play Ravens Bucks, I would take the under.
I agree.
Oh, I also like actually, if I was forced to make a play Chargers Cardinals, Lad McConkey over 4.5 catches.
Okay, I like it. Philly winning made me want to slap a fat kid.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean they just destroyed them. They
Actually,
destroyed them.
Indy putting up 16 unanswered, cover by 2.5 made me want to.
Yeah, and the Packers winning by 2 instead of 3.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun too. When
Yeah,
I debated money line and then went with the spread.
that made me want
Uh,
to reenact Pearl Harbor on myself.
yeah,
Um,
getting hard-earned money on Cleveland again. That's on me. Uh, how about Auburn? On well,
Auburn.
I think you had a better line on Auburn than I did.
I
Did you
pushed.
push?
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost because I got a horrible freaking line. God, it was
Yeah.
just
How about Nebraska? How about the Wolverines? How about
yeah, Wolverine hurt. Oh,
who
and
did?
then I chased and I put money on Texas. I didn't even like Texas.
Yeah.
I put 3 units on Texas. I didn't even like them. I was just drinking by my lonesome, and I was just like, I gotta get this money back. Hammered Kentucky, wrong. Uh, God, where else did I go wrong that day?
Arkansas was a pretty solid bet.
Navy won before that game even reached 5 minutes in.
What else did I
Charlotte
lose money
never had a
on?
shot.
Oh, I took the nightcap, kind of for that same reason on the Georgia for you. I put everything that I had left on Utah's team total, um, over 28 and a half. They scored 7 on a 70-yard touchdown. I think they had a total of 113 offensive yards. So that was fun.
Yeah, I luckily held off of Utah. I did save myself a loser there. Oh my God, I'm just looking at my.
How about those Boilermakers?
Yeah, yep, that was good. What else did I lose that day? Let me go check quick. Yeah, Texas was bad. Kentucky was really bad. Oh,
How
had a
I had West Virginia. That was a close one. 18 to 45.
I had a hockey under. I thought I was gonna win it. It was 0-0 with 30 seconds left in the first. Goal. Whatever. 1-0. Still happy. A minute and a half into the second. Goal. Okay, 1-1. Whatever. I don't think anyone else scored again till yet again 30 seconds left in the period. Goal, 2-1. Another like 2 minutes into the third, goal 2-2. Ends up going 3-3 overtime. So yeah, that one sucked. Bama.
Thank
I
God
gave
it's
out
right off
I
that
gave
one.
out Tennessee on the show, by the way. Um, and then I gave out Bama first half money line and the under. Both of those hit, but of course my hard-earned money went to Bama full game money line. I took a minus 176 Nashville Predators money line, 5-2 loss. Coastal Carolina was puke in the mouth worthy.
It's a tough week if you guys have not realized. We had a tough weekend, me and Ethan. But again, make sure you do follow Ben, our third and our leader here is keeping us afloat. Again, make sure you do check out Twitter. He is currently up 50 units this week, which is absolutely insane. Again, if you put me, and Ethan's bets together, we're still down bad. Just kidding. But yeah, Ben is going crazy over there. We also have a comment from Ben. We officially have some friends over at DraftKings, Underdog, Rebet, and Sleeper as of today. Yes, sir. Make sure you do stay tuned for some more info on that because that is huge that we have some partners over there in the sports betting community. And again, we make sure to do check out our channel. We have a couple shows coming out. NBA's season debut is tomorrow. So we will have an NBA show coming out later this week. We also have college basketball starting in about 2 weeks here. I know me and Ethan really enjoy college basketball. Our teams actually might be okay. Also, Michigan State in football next week or this weekend. Big rivalry between me and Ethan over here. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Playoff baseball, like I said, NHL's in full swing. We're going to get a show out shortly on that as well. We're a little action packed, but yeah, football for me and Ethan has not been the most enjoyable. So we might start spreading our wings and getting involved and making content about a lot of other sports besides football, unless it all turns around. And I have a feeling it's going to turn around. It can't keep hitting like this. But yeah, confidence is at all-time low. But it's a new week. It's a new week. It's a new day. I did post my NFL picks over on Twitter. If you guys want to check those out, again, I am on the Bucks at the +4, and I'm on Arizona Cardinals money line. We'll have some NBA tomorrow for you guys. Ethan, do you have anything else before we kind of slow it down, sign it off here?
Yeah, just really quick, just for me personally, I'm putting the first 7 weeks of football behind me, and I'm just focusing now as if it's a new year. I'm going to be way more selective. Um, I'm done betting on bad teams. Like Cleveland is, it has to be like a perfect situation for me to bet Cleveland, Jacksonville, New England, Carolina. Um, just kicking them out. Just don't want any piece of them. And yeah,
Let's
basically just
let's make a rule: we only bet on teams with capable quarterbacks.
yeah,
No matter how,
yeah.
yeah. Let's just, I keep
Miami's
asking myself,
one.
why do I have money? Yeah, why do I have money on who Huntley? Was he quarter? I didn't even watch that game. I don't know. Why do I have money on freaking Andy Dalton? So that's going to be my biggest thing. Is I'm going to have, even if it's a great line and it's a great spot, I'm just going to have money on capable quarterbacks. I can't keep betting on losers chucking the ball
Yeah.
around.
Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Do you know how many receptions they combined for yesterday?
I know Tyreek had 1.8 fantasy points. So 1, 2.
Two. Each person had a catch. 2 targets apiece. I'm like, what are we doing? Just cross them 5 yards down the field and just hit one and let them run. What are we doing? I don't understand what Miami is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm restarting. I'm putting the god awful down. I'll tell you what I'm down exactly. 22.64 units in the rear. That's NFL alone. I'm down 11 in college. It's in the rear view. I'm looking ahead. I don't expect to make money this NFL or college football season. Maybe college. I do not expect to make money in the NFL, but from week 8 on, I expect to make money. So I'm attacking it that way. That's the only way I can keep my head up.
Yeah, it's a great spot. It's pretty much the halfway spot of college. Obviously, NFL now with the 18 weeks, we're about a third of the way done with NFL. But yeah, college right around that halfway mark. So yeah, if I have not been hitting college well. But this could be a turning point. Got to stay positive again. You never lose in gambling. You only lose if you quit. That's what my therapist tells me. Not really, but Snowman, what is up? What is up, man? Go ahead.
One thing that kept me like alive on Saturday because it was just miserable. I won a signed hockey puck from the Red Wings, so that's kind of cool.
And like go ahead.
Yeah, they had a Twitter contest. Like, let us know who scores first tonight, and you have a chance to win. So, gave out the first goal scorer, hit it, DM'd me a few hours later, said you won. What's your address? So, yeah,
wow,
that was kind of cool.
Wow, who you should have put money on it. Well, it's a good thing you didn't because that would have never won.
Yeah. Let's slow it down here just a little bit.
Ben says McDaniels is drinking again. Probably. He's making me start much harder drugs than alcohol. Ben also says if the Dodgers win, I'm posting a spicy picks on X. Well, I look forward to that. I think the Dodgers are minus 125 to win it, I believe. Yeah, what a freaking Dodgers Yanks. I mean, public feasting right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Dodger
Go ahead.
Future in a parlay with Scotty Scheffler, Boston Celtics, and the Ravens. So I am rooting for the Dodgers, but I did kind of want to see that
Subway.
What do they call it? Subway Series. That would have been kind of cool.
I mean, on paper, it's a great matchup. Yankees, Dodgers. They pretty much are the two best teams of baseball. I have the biggest names, also have the most cap freaking space and cap money, which I think is unfair. There's no other sport like that where if you just have more money, you could just buy the best players. But the other two best teams, I agree that, it's not often you get the two best teams in championship games. There's usually a couple underdogs that maybe find their way. So it should be on paper a pretty good series. I honestly hope both teams lose, but unfortunately that's not the case. I guess I'm rooting for. God, I really hate both teams. Got them before the season at plus 300. That is pretty gross, but go ahead.
Who has the balls to bet the under? The Murphy even. Who has the balls to bet the Murphy when you're seeing Mookie, Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Judge,
Soto,
and is it Stan's right fourth?
I'm
not sure who else is in there.
I mean, let me just quickly. I only have bet unders in the baseball. Yesterday's game was 10-5. Thank God I stayed off that one. Saturday's game ended at 7, so that may have gone under the 7.5. Friday we had 12-6 was on the under in that one. 8-6 in the other game. Thursday 7-5 and 10-2. Wednesday 8-0. Tuesday 6-3. Monday 7-3 and 5-2. Sunday 9-0. Saturday 7-3. Finally, last Friday, there was a 2-0 under. Finally hit. It's been like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
like it's just nuts.
9-4 in the baseball playoffs, so that's the only thing that's going well for me.
That's true.
Literally the only sport. Well, I went 2-0 in the WNBA finals, which is just the easiest league to bet.
I agree. And I think we were talking before the show here. I know we're kind of dragging this out. We will get off pretty shortly here. I do think there's going to be a very profitable start to both college and the NBA because the public is racking in all this money over on the NFL, on even college football, probably a little public out there. So they have all this money to spend. And to be honest, not even the smart bettors, the sharp bettors, whatever they want to call themselves, not even them really know how to bet the beginning of a league or the beginning of a season. So it's a lot of guessing. And I think, especially in the NBA, the best advice I can give you is just fade the obvious plays, fade the public. I think it's the most publicly bet sport is the NBA. They just take the freaking, who the Lakers playing? Oh, the Celtics are playing. Oh, the Sixers are playing. The Nuggets. Yeah. It's ridiculous. And you can get these crazy lines and take these crazy dogs. And then college basketball, I think, is the same exact thing. I honestly think college basketball is a little easier to read the betting splits, but I think NBA and college basketball are going to be super profitable to start. So I'm very looking forward to that. Again, NBA kicking off tomorrow, college basketball in about 2 weeks. I think it's the
2 weeks
first
from
week,
tonight.
2 weeks from tonight. Okay. That should be the first week in November there.
Yep.
So very exciting, very exciting. Two new sports to bet. One is starting tomorrow, so we will have some more content out there. Make sure you do follow us on Twitter. As always, me and Ethan do post all of our official plays over there on Twitter. Make sure you do like, subscribe, and share over here on YouTube. We're at 850 on the subs here. On our way to 1,000 subs. You guys liking, commenting, subscribing really helps us to continue to do this. And we really enjoy doing this. So anything that you guys can do to help us, we greatly appreciate it. But do you have anything to add here before we hopefully win some money tonight on the Bucks and the Cardinals?
Yeah, good luck to everyone with your bets tonight. Again, I'm staying away, but I will be back tomorrow. I don't even think I'm going to watch the games tonight, to be honest. I think I'm just going to watch some movies and just take my head out of it and just reflect on how I need to start attacking football season. But also, a quick note, we won't be live 2 weeks from now for that start of college basketball season because I will be in attendance at Michigan State's home opener. Probably losing more money on some props in that game, but we'll see. But yeah, good luck to everyone who is betting tonight. And yeah, Wyatt, I hope the Ravens and the Cardinals win. So you have to endure the punishment for our filming session this week.
Yes, make sure you do check out our NFL show. We will have a good punishment on there. That comes out on Friday morning. So make sure you do check that out. But we appreciate you guys. Good luck tonight. Hope you guys win a lot of money, and we will see you next time. Peace, guys.
See you guys.